Picture this. You've just finished spraying a gorgeous, clean silicone render wall on a modern semi-detached. It's looking spotless. The algae is gone, the customer is peering out the window looking absolutely chuffed, and you're just about to pack up your hoses. Then, right before your eyes, this bright, angry orange streak starts bleeding down the wall. Just boom. Right under a satellite TV bracket or a tiny hidden screw. It is the absolute most terrifying "oh no" moment in exterior cleaning. Your stomach just drops. And your first instinct, and I see guys do this all the time, is to think, oh, it's just a stubborn bit of organic growth. I'll just hit it with a bit more bleach. So they pump up the pressure, spray more sodium hypochlorite onto that orange run, and, well, it gets brighter. It turns this blazing neon orange. You've just walked right into the classic Bleach Rust Trap. See, what's actually happening here is basic science, but if you don't know it, it'll ruin your week. Sodium hypochlorite is a massive, massive oxidizer. Those tiny, microscopic metal particles from a rusted TV bracket or an old overflow pipe, or even a cheap screw behind a light fitting, they were completely invisible before. They were just sitting there, sleeping. But when you apply that sodium element, the salt, and the oxygen from the bleach, you instantly trigger a chemical chain reaction. You're essentially forcing that metal to rust at warp speed. It's like a sparkler on bonfire night. You light it with the bleach, and the reaction is incredibly fast. But spraying more bleach on it? That's the fatal mistake. You're not cleaning it. You're just feeding the monster. You're making it rust faster, and quite frankly, you're locking that iron stain deep into the delicate pores of the render. Once you bake it in like that, it's 10 times harder to get out. So how do you actually fix it when you're standing there with a ruined wall and a very nervous homeowner looking over your shoulder? Well, you don't panic. You reach for a gentle acid, specifically an oxalic acid-based remover, what we call Rust X Pro. Now, why oxalic? Because it's gentle enough not to damage the render, but it absolutely eats iron oxide for breakfast. But here's the real secret. The acid must have built-in surfactants. If you just spray plain oxalic acid on a wall, it might dissolve the rust, but then the water just carries those metal particles further down the wall and deposits them in a new spot. You just move the stain down. The surfactants, like our Clever Wash, actually encapsulate the iron particles, lifting them away from the surface so you can safely rinse them completely off. It's like a crowbar lifting the stain out of the pores so the water can carry it away. Whatever you do, please do not use strong brick acid, hydrochloric acid, on silicone render or Indian sandstone. I am warning you, do not do it. Hydrochloric is far too aggressive. It will permanently scorch the surface, leaving a nasty, bleached out white mark that you can never, ever fix. Always start weak, do a test patch in an inconspicuous area, and build your confidence first. Now, the best way to handle rust is actually to stop it before it even starts. We call it van insurance. Keep a drum of Rust X Pro and some Lead X Pro on the van at all times. If you're spraying near lead flashing or rusty brackets, wet them down thoroughly with water first. This plumps up the surrounding areas and creates a water barrier. If any bleach hits the lead and starts to turn it brown, which is another form of rapid oxidization, you can just wipe it with a bit of Lead X Pro on a rag and it disappears right in front of your eyes. It's about being prepared, understanding the chemistry, and acting like a professional contractor, not a cowboy. Alright, that's it from me today. Keep your eyes peeled for those metal brackets, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.